am I excited for this. When this fight was signed, I could not wait. As a fight fan, as everybody in the boxing community, all we ever want is the best v the best. Champion versus champion. And whenever we get an opportunity to do number one against number two, however way you want to see it, we have to grab it with both hands. On Saturday night, you will get the fight of the year. And you'll get it back at Atlantic City, at the historic Boardwalk Hall. This venue is iconic, with huge fights, with huge names. And on Saturday night, it's the battle for welterweight supremacy. The IBF world champion, Jaron Boots Ennis, against the WBA world champion, Eimantas Stannonis. And of course, the coveted Ring Magazine Championship, a belt that many believe signifies the very best in the division. There is no question that on Saturday night, we will find out who the best 147-pounder is in the world. You talk about the iconic names that have held this ring championship belt. Wilfred Benitez, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Robinson, Floyd Mayweather, Emil Griffiths. These are the stars and the icons that have been the Ring Magazine 147-pound championship. This is, for me, the fight of the year so far in 2025. And I want to personally thank Jaron and Eimantas. They are the fighters. They are the ones that stepped up. They are the ones that are chasing greatness. And we will be rewarded on Saturday night with the fight of the year, live and exclusive on DAZN, the global home of boxing all around the world. We want to thank Gary and the team at Visit Atlantic City. Done a great job. Jim, of course, the Boardwalk Hall. You will see a 10,000 sellout on Saturday night here in Atlantic City. The atmosphere will be incredible, and these two will get the platform that they deserve for such an iconic fight. Of course, this is also important because this is a Matchroom versus PBC Tom Brown event. I want to thank Tom, I want to thank Louis de Cubas for stepping up and accepting the challenge, showing that great fights can be made between promotional companies. And we're going to start with Tom Brown. Tom, welcome. Great to see you. A huge fight on Saturday night. You know your boxing inside out. This is just a wonderful, wonderful fight.
Well, thank you, Eddie. Good afternoon. Welcome, everyone. I like that you mentioned the Matchroom versus PBC, and you and I go way back. I always like coming to the East Coast and fighting a Matchroom fighter. We had it was kind of like a morgue scene up at the Garden when Andy Ruiz knocked out Anthony Joshua. And I think last time we were here in Boardwalk Hall, we beat you with Andre Ward beating Carl Froch. So we've had pretty good luck with that matchup. But really, it's great to be here. Good afternoon. Welcome, everyone. You know, whenever you get a chance to have two undefeated, reigning world champions, both in the prime of their careers, fight in a fight like this, it just doesn't get any bigger than this. Now, make no mistake about it, though. This fight is happening because Eimantas Stannonis demanded this fight versus Ennis. He wanted this fight. And look, he knows that he's here in Ennis's backyard, and he's fine with that. We're fine with that. Stannonis is a road warrior. This is what he does. And we've got complete confidence and faith in the New Jersey State Athletic Control Board and Larry Hazard. And honestly, Boardwalk Hall is the perfect venue for this event. Ennis is coming off two very successful shows up in Philadelphia and now coming down the freeway here at Atlantic City for a fight of this magnitude. It just makes perfect sense. And we all know that the New Jersey and Philadelphia fight fans are some of the most sophisticated fight fans. And they know that this isn't just another Ennis fight versus some guy named Karen. This is a real fight. As Eddie said, this is the best fighting the best. So it's going to be very loud and boisterous in there. And if you've never been to a big fight here at Boardwalk Hall, you're in for a real treat. So, Eddie, thank you. I'm really looking forward to this fight. Like you said, I think it'll be an instant classic and a sure fight of the year candidate.
Thank you so much, Tom. Great words. I remember those nights painfully. Thank you very much. I don't believe we'll see one Saturday, but we know it's a war. We'll speak to Marvin and Jesse shortly. We're going to switch to Team Boots. We want to bring in Brother Boots. Pooh, welcome. We're going to surprise everybody with a little speech from you right now up here. We know a great fighter yourself as well. This is it. This is the moment you guys, Jaron, the family have been waiting for a long, long time. This is the fight to announce himself as a real great in the sport.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, we happy to get this fight, and y'all gonna see Boots step up better. As more as competition go up, he go up.
People talk about the style of this fight as well. Stannonis comes forward, all action as well. Kind of fight that we're going to see the best of your brother.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna bring out all the tools. We'll see.
And rumours of a comeback for you? Definitely not, or we've heard about the ability that you have. People talk about I think you claimed yourself to be the best Ennis at one stage. Is that right, Boots?
Line me up, heavyweight. I'll take it.
Jesse, welcome. A huge fight for your man. You know, he's, like Tom said, been a road warrior, never turned down an opportunity. Very few willing to put their hand up to fight Boots Ennis. Your man did, and again, an opportunity to be crowned the king of the division on Saturday.
And that's a beautiful thing about working with Eimantas. He has said no to no one. As a matter of fact, most people that we've asked to fight against have said no to us. I really want to thank TGB and PBC for stepping up to the plate and backing us 100% and chasing this fight down, because that's what we did. We went to Vegas in December, talked to TGB personally, said, we want Ennis, period. And they delivered the fight. Eddie, thank you for putting it together and making it happen for us. Coming April 12th, you're going to see that it's not one-dimensional Eimantas. There's more than one.
Marvin, big fight for you in the corner on Saturday night. You're always smiling.
Yeah.
You believe you'll be smiling come midnight on Saturday?
We will try. It's been a long journey for Eimantas. Eimantas turned pro 2017. He became a world champion 2022, April. 3 years later, we are fighting Boots Ennis for unification and the Ring Magazine Championship. Not every day is the best day, but we're going to do the same. On April 12th, we will come out victorious. That's it.
Thank you, Marvin. Bozy, welcome. It's been, as Tom said, 2 great shows in Philadelphia, 2 fights not difficult to get up for, but kind of knew the result before we stepped in the ring and had to go through and put the performance together. A different kind of fight this time. Very aware of the threat of this great fighter, but you believe this will bring out the very best of your son and prove to the world that he's the number one in the division.
I mean, I want to say hello to everybody out there, but Boots never went to another level yet. I hope Stannonis can bring it out of him. You know what I mean? That's what I'm waiting on. You know what I mean? Then you're going to see another different Boots. You know what I mean? He just go out there and do what he do. You know what I mean? But if Stannonis can bring it out, you're going to see it. I mean, it's not going to last that long.
You believe Jaron wins this fight inside the distance?
Absolutely, man. You know what I mean? Absolutely. I was listening to Tom Brown talking, you know what I mean? We and him go way back, too. I said, but he know that Boots been asked for Stannonis a long time ago. He never said that just now. You know, we asked for Stannonis, we asked for Crawford, we asked for the Thurman, we asked for, what's his name, Spence? We asked for all of them back then. At that time, nobody was willing to fight Boots now. And I guess at the last fight, they saw something. They thought they saw something anyway, but that was a blessing, that last fight. Now everybody want to fight. Let's fight. And stop running their mouth. Let's fight and see who's going to be victorious. I know who's going to be victorious. I don't think it's going to last that long.
Eimantas, they don't think it's going to last that long. You're renowned for your engine. You're renowned for your toughness. The whole boxing world in anticipation of this tremendous fight this Saturday. You look fresh. You look happy. You're ready for war.
Yes, hello everybody. First of all, I want to thank my team, for making this fight. Also, Matchroom and you, Eddie, for making this happen. Yeah, it's a big opportunity. I know Ennis is a very good fighter, but I came here to give all my heart, and put the best show that I can put. So I know they're thinking they might knock me out or something. First of all, I've never been knocked out, so we'll see. It's always for the first time, but April 12th. I'm going to do my best, and I came here for a victory, not just to walk in the park, I went to, this camp was like my most brutal training. It was the longest. I sacrificed a lot. I leave my family, My wife is pregnant. The baby might come today or tomorrow, So it's like a lot of sacrifices I put because I love the sport and I believe in myself. And see you on April 12th, and I will give all my heart.
I just want to confirm to fight fans making the trip down to Atlantic City and watching live on DAZN that, if the baby does come, you're not flying home or anything. We're staying in Atlantic City, right?
Yes, for
thank
sure.
God for
We
that.
we are prepared for everything.
But what we have seen in the content and everything from training camp, you've pushed yourself to the limits for this fight. Is that because of the opportunity and of course, because of the opponent that you have in front of you?
Yeah, because of the opportunity and the opponent, for sure. I put everything. I left no stones unturned. Like, I left everything. Well, the first time when I finished my last training, I said, thank God I made it. No injuries. Everything is good now. Ready to go.
And finally, we know this is the dream. You'll do whatever it takes to be victorious, take all these belts home on Saturday night and become the king of the division.
Yeah, it means a lot, and I'm looking forward to it, to take all these belts to Lithuania on Sunday.
Jaron, welcome. Chilled. I don't know if that's block blast or whatever that is you're playing down there.
Sudoku.
Sudoku. You're ready. You look chilled. You look relaxed. Yeah. This guy's coming fired up, pumped up, big training camp. I guess, like your dad said, maybe the Tudasian fight, they saw something and the team saw something, but you're ready to prove on Saturday that you're not just the best fighter in the division, but you're a pound-per-pound star of the sport.
Most definitely, I'm ready to show out. I'm ready to put on a show. Show the world why I'm the best in the world. Come Saturday night, I'm taking home all these belts.
We know that the pressure is on to make that unification. You don't want to keep treading water. And when you looked at the champions, you said anyone. You don't really care. What do you expect this man to bring? All action, a great style as well for the fight fans. You expect this is the toughest fight in the division for you?
We don't know. We'll see on fight night. We expect him to do what he normally do. Come forward, bring pressure, try to throw a lot of punches, try to jab, try to hook. That's it. A typical pressure fighter. I don't think he could do much else other than that.
2 tremendous fight nights in Philadelphia. The pressures as well of fighting at home as well. Something different this time, something iconic, the Boardwalk Hall, big fight, big opportunity, big moment coming back to Atlantic City. Excited to experience something a little bit different on the road. We know you've got 10,000 or so fans coming down from Philadelphia. It's going to be completely full in there on Saturday night. Excited to fight at this iconic venue.
Most definitely. I'm definitely excited to fight at, this iconic venue. One of my favorite fights to watch was Floyd versus Gaddy, and it was in this arena. So, I can't wait. I'm ready. I'm trying to put a historic performance on just like that.
You talk about that fight and you talk about historic moments. One thing I've learned about working with you is you're all about legacy. You're all about proving yourself as a true great. And what does that mean to you to be fighting for that belt and this belt as well, which we talked about, the iconic names that have won it. We've seen people fighting internationally. We've seen people move up in weight. We know it's well documented about you possibly having a fight at 154. But you've always said to me, the belts is what you want. You want to go down in history as a true great.
Yeah, most definitely. I want to stamp my name at the welterweight division, with those top guys, Sugar Ray Leonard, Floyd Mayweather's. And not too many people could say they fought for the Ring magazine or had it, And on Saturday night, I will have it. I'm going to have the WBA belt and my IBF belt. So, that's stamping my legacy right there. And from there is up. We're going, like I said, we're going to show the world why I'm the best in the world. I really don't want to say too much because I don't want to get nothing away or nothing like that. But we're going to put on for sure.
And finally, I know sometimes people say by any means necessary, but if you're prepared to do so, how do you win on Saturday night, Eimantas, when you lay there at night and you think about these belts, you think about the history of the sport, you think about the chance to cement your name in legacy? How do you win on Saturday night?
All gas, no brake.
All gas, no brakes. Boots, finally, your dad called it. The stoppage could be early.
That's what we want.
You believe that? You believe you win this fight by knockout on Saturday?
Most definitely. I ain't gonna look for it, but it's gonna come for sure.
We're gonna have fun.
Yeah, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna put on a show. We're gonna make it easy.
One thing, Eddie,
we're gonna show out.
Stannonis is a great fighter. He's a good fighter, man. Can't take nothing away from him. Can't say nothing bad about him. You know what I mean? And we appreciate him taking the fight. You know what I mean?
Well, as I said, I want to say thank you.
He said all gas, no bricks.
Yeah,
that's what we want.
He's gonna run right into some. He's gonna run right into a rock.
Yeah.
A boulder.
Tom, we want the gas. Bring that gas.
Well, Team Stannonis is bringing the gas, and on Saturday night, you will get a night you will never forget at the Boardwalk Hall, Atlantic City. A great night of boxing, a great undercard on the global home of boxing, DAZN. And once again, thank you to these two great champions.
This is a very intense moment for Eimantas Stannonis on a personal level. His wife, Emily, he told us, was due yesterday. And this baby, their first, could come at any time. She has not missed too many of Eimantas' matches in his pro career, aside from maybe the COVID shutdown. So this has been a trying period for them. He said his plan is to win Saturday, fly home Sunday, race to the hospital on Monday, and he's going to try and do it with a couple of extra belts over his shoulder. But for Boots Ennis, and not too far away from Philadelphia, a chance to unify and etch his name as one of the best at the welterweight division. Second time fighting on a Boots car, and then you have Shakrim Giasoff starting off the main show at 8 p.m. Eastern against Franco Ocampo. Giasoff 16-0, 9 knockouts, again trying to hold his position as the mandatory challenger for the winner of the main event. Will be taking on Argentina's Ocampo, 28 years of age, going for a victory in his first fight scheduled out of his home country. That kicks off the main show on DAZN, and then it'll be the return of Omari Jones. Less than a month ago, made his pro debut over in Orlando. He was able to dispatch Alessio Mastronunzio. Here he takes on the 36-year-old William Action Jackson. 13-5-2, 5 knockouts. The 22-year-old going up against the 36-year-old in his second pro fight here in Atlantic City. It'll be for 6 rounds. And then a very juicy matchup on paper at 130 pounds. Raymond Ford, all business in his second fight at 130 pounds against a tough Thomas Batiste, 22-4-1, 17 knockouts. You could sense the respect each fighter has for one another, but Ray Ford simply put it best. Thomas signed the contract, and you have to get down to business on Saturday night. Let's listen in. Ford coming off a win in his 130-pound debut against Orlando Gonzalez back in November in Philadelphia. Batiste coming off